Morning's work is accomplished. Got some drone footage on the way out. Better put away the drone controller. Not going to be filming any more drone footage on the way out because I need to charge the drone batteries. And I feel like I've got enough footage. And I just want to deal with the road ahead without concentrating on photography. I'm hoping that it's a very smooth, uneventful descent on this side of the mountain and that I don't get into any crazy adventures. Okay, here we go. Heart pumping already. Let's hope that that's the worst of it, truly. Okay, it looks like more or less a straight shot out of here. Pray to God. That said, this road is pretty easy except for just that one little section so far. But we're not out of the woods yet. This is rutted out. It's looser. It's steeper. It would be quite a bit more challenging coming up on this side, so bear that in mind if you come up this way. Whenever you go out and do this kind of a ride, 9 times out of 10, something unexpected happens and it turns into an adventure. And you just can't really predict what that will be. The only thing you can predict is that something will happen. And so, for example, today, coming down this kind of gnarly little descent is definitely an adventure in the sense that I wasn't entirely expecting this. Yeah, wow. Obviously you can't tell how steep this hill is, but it's really dropping. It's really dropping quickly. At this point, I will be totally happy to just get back on the pavement, head up into my base camp in northern Colorado, have a delightful, uneventful ride for the rest of the day. And then when I get there, I can take a shower, recharge my batteries, look at the footage, and get ready for the next adventure, which starts tomorrow morning. And it's kind of funny looking back over my life since about 2001. I can always look back and define every single summer by the biggest rides that I took in that particular year. I could go back for 20 years and tell you where I was riding, what I was filming every single year. They've become mile markers in my life. Coming down on the backside, the north side of Ptarmigan Mountain, it is completely different than the southern side, the side I rode up on yesterday. This road is rugged. I'm not gonna lie, I feel lucky to just cruise out of here without any adventures. If I were climbing back up this road, it would totally be a different story. There are some sections that would be really gnarly. Yeah, this is steep and loose, and this is a long section here. God, I gotta be getting close now. Yeah, woo! Sterling is on another adventure. Fingers crossed that we're almost out of the woods. We don't get trapped. Oh shit. This road that I was planning on taking out of here is closed, and I walked beyond it and there's a creek. There's no way you could ride through it even if I could get past the gate. I think I'm gonna walk out along this old road, the creek, get to the main highway just to scope that out. I might have to unload my bike and carry a bunch of gear down there and stash it in the bushes and ride back up this hill, but there's no way I want to do it fully loaded. I don't even want to do it by myself. It is going to be a mother getting back up to the top of that hill. I think I'm just going to try to walk out to this road. I think it's like a half a mile. If I get out to the main highway, I'm gonna feel better. At least I know I'm close. But then the issue is still getting my bike out, so stay tuned. I feel like I'm gonna try to ride back up. It would make things a lot easier if I could get back up this hill and go back down the other side. I don't feel really confident. I'm pretty nervous about it. I said several times on the way down that I didn't want to come back up it, but I am going to give it a try. All right, look guys, I want to be a good rider, but I'm not trying to show you how good of a rider I am, because I don't want to be in this situation. Every foot that I put behind me is a good foot. That was just a taste of what's going to be up ahead. Yeah, whew. Steepness coming up. Okay, this is steep and loose and rocky. Riding on the knife's edge. I'm gonna try to keep my line on the left. I don't want to put the bike in the creek off the side of the mountain. I like it out in the clear, open two-track like this. It's a sigh of relief. I do remember that I believe the hardest stretch coming up is going to be these bowling ball size rocks across the entire road. I think I've made it about halfway up. It wasn't particularly hard so far. I know the hardest part is coming up ahead. Where my thumb is where I turned around, and that little arrow shows where I'm at, and that's the top of Ptarmigan Hill. So it looks like I've got maybe 2.5 miles to go to get up there. But again, the hardest part is coming up. Okay, this is getting steep. You can hear those twin cylinders just pulling. I'm in first gear. Yeah, it's getting steeper. So far, so good. This is challenging, but doable. Man, I love this section right here. I would ride 20 miles of this compared to what's up ahead for just 100 yards. Ugh. Okay, on the pegs. I'd much rather ride up here in the full daylight, these open roads, than that tight, gnarly stuff down in the trees. It just, psychologically, it feels a lot brighter and happier and inspires more confidence to be out in the light. I need to try to gain as much ground as I can and hopefully get all the way through it, because getting started on something like that is not easy. Here comes some rocks, a lot of rocks here. I think this is it. Damn. Mother. Okay. I gave it some extra gas there, and that really helped keep me moving over those boulders. Okay, we actually made it through that switchback. Maybe, just maybe, that was the section I thought was the worst. Here's some more rocks. Yeah, that was badass. I don't know if you could see that on the helmet cam. Holy shit. I think I've made it back to the top. Hallelujah. I absolutely cannot tell you how happy I am to be back up here in the sunshine with the sheep. That was hell. That was really scary, and it took all of my nerve, all of my courage, all of my good riding skills to get back up that mountain. And once again, lessons learned. I know that you should never go down hills that you don't want to get back up, but I thought that there would be a way out to the highway at the bottom of this road. There certainly is on the map, but there was a gate down there at the very bottom, and I had no choice. I had no choice, just turn around and ride it back out. I got myself into it. I had to get myself out of it, and that's just what I did. So I'm pretty stoked, I'm pretty thrilled. I want to continue to minimize these kinds of situations. That's not what I'm looking for. So in the future, I'm going to have to plan accordingly and maybe not be so forthright and just assuming that I'll be able to get up and over a pass and through the other side. That's what I've learned right now. I'm back at the top, and I'm going to go down the easy side, get back on the pavement. Hallelujah.
Get this guy. Get this guy.
How about a fish?
He's really good. This guy tastes good.
Well, this is really truly the end of this adventure this time. I wasn't expecting that last little bit there. I'm sure you guys weren't either. But those things happen. I just said goodbye to all the hikers. They left me with this llama that apparently is in heat, or he's just really affectionate. And that's about it. Let's get up and over this pass and down to the pavement on the other side.